Not all single family homes are created equal. And if you are not sure what I mean by that, then there may be a huge oversight in the amount of income that you could be generating, but due to the lack of information is what is limiting you from making as much income as you can with your single family home. Let me explain why. One investor can look at a single family home and see it as, well, you know what, not an investment property, a primary residence. Now, the exact same home on the same block or another block, let's call it the exact same block for the interest of this, different investor looks at it and says, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and furnish this property and I'm going to Airbnb the home. Now, that would be the exact same home with a different outcome. Now, the third investor might go ahead and look at this exact same home and say, you know what, I'm going to furnish this home, but because I have the knowledge and I understand that we're in proximity to hospitals, I'm going to do the midterm rental play and I'm going to work with travel nurses, etc. But then there's the fourth investor. And that fourth investor understands that with that exact same property, furnishing that property with the knowledge that there are insurance companies out there that have home policy holders who happen to, when there is an unforeseen event that happens to their primary residence, are in a position to be eligible to be relocated temporarily. Now, because I understand this, I also understand that there are relocation agencies and temporary housing companies that work directly with these insurance companies to relocate these families temporarily. And because as an investor, if I understand that there are databases where I can put my properties, or there are these temporary relocation companies that exist that I can connect with, I know that I can, with this exact same asset, relocate somebody into a home, a family with pets, and temporarily relocate them at a premium. Thus, meaning that that exact same asset with a different lens, with a different paradigm, with a different strategy can generate all different types of income. I'm talking about thousands and thousands of dollars different. If you're currently getting value from watching this video, you'll want to make sure you take a second and click below to grab the midterm rental insurance blueprint to help accelerate your process in being able to land these midterm rental insurance contracts with respect to your marketplace. Make sure you click the button below and grab it and continue on with the gems in this video. Again, chooses for the home as a primary residence doesn't make any money off of it. $0. The primary residence, it's a liability. It's still an investment, but it's not income generating investment. The second investor is doing it traditionally, making a couple $100 a month in cash flow. The third investor does an Airbnb and makes a decent amount of a couple $1,000. And then there's the midterm rental insurance operator, aka investor, who understands the strategy that is not only able to be occupied for a longer period of time, but able to cash flow thousands and thousands of dollars per month. We've seen on a case study where it's been $200 and then it goes $2,000 for Airbnb and it goes $5,000 net cash flow using the midterm rental insurance strategy. That's just one example of many. So what does that mean then? Does that mean all single families are created equal? Well, we know that they're not, but I think the important fact that I was trying to make is that the exact same single family home with a different strategy can have a very significant different outcome. And here's why it's important for you to understand. So now, what kind of asset is this? Is it only single family? Well, no, but however, keep in mind that if someone is relocating from a townhome and you're relocating them in a single family home, that it is a bonus for them because they're typically used to having someone next door. But if you're looking to have somebody in your single family home and to relocate into a townhome, that might be kind of a deal breaker because they're used to being a single family home. So the question really is, does midterm rental work with any asset type? Yes, but not every asset type should be considered, because what generates the amount, or at least is able to validate the amount of what you can charge for, is based on the sum of the problem that you can solve. How large is the problem you can solve? Is it a 3-bedroom solution, 2-bedroom solution, 4-bedroom solution? Do you have a fenced-in backyard? Do you have a pool? People like to ask me about the pool. Well, if you're being relocated or displaced from a home that has a pool, and if you have an option to have a pool to temporarily relocate, would you choose the pool? Most likely. But if you never had a pool and then there is an opportunity to live in a home that does have a pool, is that not a bonus? Absolutely it is. So keep in mind that the midterm rental model works in any asset type. The one that we personally like are the 4-bedroom plus, fenced-in backyard, master on main. I can access everything on one floor, ADA compliant, more or less, where I don't have to access any stairs, walk-in showers, no carpet, and pet friendly. These are some of the asset types that we like. Single family homes all the way, but keep in mind that exact same single family home that you see on your block may be undergoing a different strategy that may not necessarily be one that generates the most cash flow, unless you have the right information, which you do now. So does a midterm rental work with any asset type? The answer is yes. And is one single family home, do they all generate the same amount of cash flow with respect to the strategy? Absolutely not. So it's in your best interest to know all options so that you can run the play that makes the most sense for you, so you can stay the most profitable and occupied as much as possible, because that is the game that we're in as investors. Now, if you found this video helpful, first hit the subscribe button, but then make sure you check out this video called The Ultimate Guide to Optimizing Your Midterm Rental Home. With that said, I'll see you back next time.